Hey guys, and welcome back to Delta Health Foods channel. Today, our lesson is going to pertain to the human digestive system. We are going to talk about the components of the digestive system in this video in an attempt to expand knowledge regarding this very complex and intricate system that everyone should understand in order to understand when sometimes, if our digestive system is not working correctly, how we can address it and what the normal body parts function as. So, first, what is the digestive system? The digestive system is essentially a combination of special organs in our body that collaborate together to help us break down and dissociate the food we eat and transform and convert it into energy and nutrients that our body can recognize and use into molecules like ATP. Just like a team, each organ in the digestive system has a unique role in ensuring that our body has what it needs to maintain homeostasis or to stay healthy and strong, regulating temperatures and so on. So let's get into what exactly makes up the digestive system. What organs are there and how are they helpful to humans? So, first, a widely known apparatus in the human body, the mouth. This is also known as a food chomper, or the set of teeth, gums, and lips that allow humans to eat foods that give them nutrients. So, this is where the digestive system really starts and where the food process begins. Using the teeth, which have hard exteriors to help chew the food, the saliva in our mouth helps to moisten the food that we use and break down with our teeth. And so, chewing and moistening the food with our saliva and breaking it down with our teeth makes it easier to swallow and therefore easier to go into the esophagus, which is our next body part. This is a really important role in the digestive system because it's the actual transporting of the food into our body. Without the mouth, we would not be able to adequately transfer nutrients inside of us. Next, we have the esophagus. So the esophagus can also be referred to as a food slider, and essentially, as we see here, it's the food pipe the of your kind of going into your mouth. The other windpipe is called a trachea, and so that's for air, and the other one's for nutrients. So when food goes down the wrong pipe, instead of the esophagus, it can go down the trachea. That causes choking, and that necessitates immediate action, and often can be fixed using the Heimlich maneuver or such similar tactics. So the esophagus essentially serves to allow the chewed food from the mouth to go down this almost slide like apparatus. And so the esophagus transfers the food from our mouth into our stomach. As we can see, it kind of looks like a pipe almost into the stomach down here, number 5. And this essentially allows our mouth to take the nutrients that we have dissolved using our tongue and breaking down using our teeth into our stomach to allow the nutrients to actually go down and dissolve in that liquid and acid called chyme. So next we have the stomach. So I've kind of referenced this, but after it has a long stay in the esophagus or a short stay in the esophagus, it travels down to the stomach, which a lot of people might refer to as the food mixer or just this organ is very widely known and it lies just above the large and small intestines. So essentially, what the stomach does at this stage of the process, is it mixes the chewed food with juices or acids and is able to turn the nutrients into a thick, almost soupy consistency called a chyme. This step is incredibly important in the digestive system because it further facilitates the dissociation or the breaking down of food further into nutrients that our body can recognize and use to help us in actually providing nutrition. Because at first, the food that enters our mouth is not necessarily able to be utilized right away by our body because it's in a unit that our body doesn't necessarily understand. So in the stomach, it's able to further transport or catalyze this mission of using our nutrients to actually provide us with nutrition. So, anyways, after breaking down the food further in the stomach, it goes down to the next step, which is the small intestine. So the small intestine is located right underneath the large intestine. And essentially, what the small intestine does is collects nutrients. So this is actually, although it's referenced as a small intestine, it's a very long tube, just thinner than the large intestine. And this is where the majority of the actual health, quote unquote, magic happens. The chyme, which is the thick liquid collected from the nutrients in the food that we have consumed in the stomach, this essentially goes through the small intestine, and our body is able, through things like philia and other processes like folds, are able to absorb all the good nutrients from the chyme, like vitamins and materials that our stomach and our bodies need to function. They can also absorb minerals. So the small intestine is really important to the digestive system because it allows and facilitates the collection of nutrients for our body. This is the actual magic of the digestive system. After the chyme is created in the stomach, the small intestine is able to really convert this into nutrients that our body is able to recognize. The small intestine is also well known for other processes like excretions that is also related with the digestive process. So next is the liver and pancreas. This is another also vital but often unrecognized role in the digestive system. So livers can help with, as we know, clarifying blood and pee and things like that. And so a lot of times this can be referred to as the secret helper. So the liver and the pancreas are absolutely integral to the composition of our digestive team and organs. Essentially, the liver is responsible for creating a special greenish liquid called bile. And bile is really important in the digestive system and just in our bodies in general because it helps to break down and dissociate fat, which allows our nutrients to be actually absorbed into our bloodstream and into our body. The pancreas is also extremely important in this role. So as you can see, the pancreas is right here, and right in it is a pancreatic duct. And so essentially the pancreas allows tiny little enzymes, which are helpers for any reaction and help it catalyze the reaction. And these enzymes help to break down carbs and proteins, which are macromolecules that are often in foods. So the last step of the digestive process is the large intestine. So this is right above the small intestine. And essentially what this is it kind of helps us to conserve water throughout the digestive process so we don't get dehydrated. It takes essentially what's left of the food after all the nutrients are absorbed that can't be useful to our body and turns it into poop, which eventually leaves our body through excretions like I earlier discussed. So, why does understanding the digestive system matter? As we see in all of these slides, the digestive system is an integral component in ensuring that our bodies do not suffer from malnutrition or anything else. If our bodies were to undergo certain circumstances or conditions that disrupt our digestive system in any way, this would hinder our ability to develop, and in prepubescent teens could hinder their growth and other hormones that are necessary for our bodies to grow, catalyze, our neurodevelopment, and other really integral roles. So essentially, humans are able to thrive based on the digestive system. Without this amazing process, humans would not be able to survive. And eating nutritious foods like apples, carrots, foods that are rich in vitamin A, K, and E and D, and all of these different vitamins is essential to ensuring that we are not malnutritious and ensuring that our entire body is happy and healthy. Check out our next couple of videos about keeping up your nutrition and how exactly you can help maintain your own nutrition in your life using journals and healthy foods, healthy meats, and good balanced proportions of all. We will leave a link in the bio below, and I really hope this helped to clarify any confusions about the digestive process. We will be releasing some more content later on about how exactly certain conditions impact the digestive system and how to know whether you can catalyze interventions or preventative care with conditions associated with the digestive system. So thank you so much, guys, and we will see you later.